You have someone who asks if they're going to go settlement pretty soon.
No, it will not happen this year. There's complications. It'll be next year, midway through June, July.
Another question. We have a question. What is it that she is waiting for?
Love. Not from another person, but a deep abiding love within yourself. The darkness that comes and that we sit in can only breathe through the light that we shine upon ourselves first. So love.
Another question. The things that he is trying to create, what is the next immediate step that he has to take?
There, I see darkness in that space. I don't see that the vision is clear for what the outcome is. I think looking at this from the end product rather than the next step will give you clarity to understand the situation more thoroughly.
Question? We have another question. How would you have me teach my child?
Teach your child first what you know, because that is what you are most familiar with. Teach your child from what grows around it, the deepness of the earth and the wisdom of the ancients. That is what is not heard these days in this time. Raise your child to love themselves, to feel a strong heart and connection with their bodies, in a deep way of connection with their community. Let them know that responsibilities are not just their own, but it reflects on their clan and who they are as a whole. Teach them self-responsibility. Let them know that they are loved regardless of what their choices are. Teach them from nature. Teach them from God's. Teach them from what you know.
question. Will we know the reason that we were brought here? Is it just a step or the destination?
Each step is a destination. It is a journey in which you arrive in all things at all times. So ask yourself that question, because the deeper meaning within is always found at the end, and sometimes in the middle and in the beginning. Each has a different wisdom, time, and effort, and choice, and wisdom within it. So take your steps, question why, and know that when you get to the end, it'll only be beginning again towards another journey, towards another destination.
Another question. What is my life purpose?
To be comfortable in your own skin.
Another question. Where are we going to live?
I see a lot of possibilities, a lot of swirls of clouds of confusion. It is where your heart is the happiest. It's not where you can be as successful, because in the long run that is not as meaningful as where your heart is the happiest. That is where you put your roots and where you grow. Everything else will follow. You need to look and know that answer first. Where are you the happiest? When you stand in that place, everything else will fall and come into a clear vision of direction for you.
Another question. Will I find love with a life partner?
Not until you find love for yourself. Acceptance. And you're comfortable in your own skin.
Another question. What is it that I need to know most now?
Before me I see the clouds clearing and the rise of a new day. Direction is what you need to know. Where are you going? Why are you going that way? Because if you don't know where you want to be, it's hard to know where you want to go. So your direction must be first understanding the destination. Look and sit within the clarity of your own mind. In the deepness of the well comes the inspiration from inside, and allow it to well up and become that inspiration to go forward. Sometimes we don't need to know the depth of everything and where we're going to end up, but we do need to know what our inspiration is, where our journey may end in the end. Take the step, trust your heart, sit and spend time with the gods, and they will offer you more guidance.
Another question. What direction is my life going to take?
What direction do you want it to take? There are many possibilities. Towards one side is isolation and sadness. Towards the other is opportunity. But sometimes we sit in the middle and have to know that we have to move forward. And what we're used to is comfortable. So the journey in which you need to take is deciding first, are you comfortable and want to stay here regardless of where you may end up? Or are you willing to risk discomfort to move forward in your life? Your journey will always end up through discomfort towards a great wisdom. You have spirit that was within you. Allow it to rise up and to be of service to others. Be brave. Walk out of your discomfort into the service of others.
How do I be successful on my spiritual path?
Another question. How do I become successful on my spiritual path?
Know why you're on it. Know what your intentions are inside of yourself. It's not always the destination that means the most, but just the bits of wisdom that you pick up along the way. Spirituality and time with the gods is getting to know them, developing a relationship. What is your spirituality? Why do you believe in it? What relationship do you have with it? Know those answers, and you will have more wisdom to answer your question.
general question that nothing needs to be answered. The person spoke of whatever wisdom that you were given.
In this space, in this person knows, there I feel a great sense of sadness. It's like they are behind the wall of a jail of their own emotional making. They need to push through and allow themselves to shine and be free from the chains that bind them to a past that wasn't, that does not dictate who they are. Break free from your chains and become the beautiful light that you already are. You have to believe yourself. You have to allow pain to enter that allows you to grow, not to stay stagnant. Look deep inside of yourself, because that wisdom, that clarity, that mirror of who you are still exists. Don't become chained to the past. Live in the present of today. Release the things that were, so you can become who you were supposed to be in this life and speak clearly. In this world, we walk by ourselves. We no longer see the connections to others in the community. When we stop seeing each other as family, we are alone. We can be conquered. But the strength of the community, of a family, makes us stronger. Do not forget that it was clans, strong and proud, that fought and won the day. History is constantly repeated over and over and over. Even with defeat and great sadness, we do not learn. Weave together, family. Make connections stronger, so you cannot be conquered. Know your blood. Know who you are. Know your family.
And one more specific question. Do you have any wisdom here for individual people in the forest as a group?
I just gave that. Know your family. Do not forget where you come from. Do not forget your blood. Each of you are on me. Each of us each of you are your own ancestors, loving over and over again. Do not shame us. This was Live strength. There is a great light of change that is coming. We must be prepared. It will not come as expected, but it will come for each and every one of you in the most personal way of how you hold yourself. Know who you are. Know who your family is, so you will not be caught. Shifts happen. Change happens in the world over and over again. Don't be separate. Be prepared. Speak to the gods, have a relationship with them. They will help you through this passage. People have too much all the time.